Well, it's Wes Anderson, all right.
All right, so
Yeah.
French Dispatch.
French Dispatch, catching up on some shit.
Yeah.
So
This didn't get that wide of a release though. I feel like it didn't get a lot of attention in the same way that a lot of other stuff is getting.
it's still surprisingly in theaters, like only like one show a day, but
Yeah,
it's still there. So
which is good,
technically,
honestly,
it still counts.
because I really just I really enjoyed this movie.
This is a very pleasant time.
Yeah, it was consistently just funny and clever. And if you have a problem with Wes Anderson's filmmaking style, definitely don't go see it because it is
Yep.
quintessential Wes Anderson.
Oh, absolutely.
But
Joking around with
if
my coworkers
you
about it, was talking about it. It's like, well, I need to fulfill my obligation as a white man to go see a Wes Anderson movie.
it doesn't really break the mold as far as Wes Anderson movies go,
No,
but it really is just Wes Anderson enjoying being Wes Anderson at the peak of his craft.
it's just him
Like,
doing just a series of vignettes, basically.
yeah, it's just like 3 or 4 short stories
All around
and
this like very loose framing of Bill Murray, uh,
yeah,
being this
and
like this newspaper czar who passed away.
I
Uh,
appreciate the storytelling element of it.
yeah,
I like that each story, because of the nature of being a newspaper article, has a narrative structure that is a lot like a storybook or someone telling you a story, and you get to see it played out. But the actual stories themselves are enjoyable. They have enjoyable characters. They have some pretty clever construction sometimes, and just the comedy of it. I was
yeah.
surprised at how funny it was.
Oh yeah, it's Wes Anderson. I think I said during our Grand Budapest Hotels, like I swear to God, he makes adult Looney Tunes, and I still stand
Yeah,
by that.
no, that 100% that works in the context of this movie very
Because
well.
everything like works in this kind of surreal reality where it's like it's all like real people, but it almost feels like a cartoon in a lot of
Yeah,
different ways, in a very
I mean,
Looney Tunes esque way.
especially the cartoon, not the car chase later in
Yeah,
the movie.
yeah,
That just for me 100% just
yep.
absolutely enjoyable.
And he has like, very unique slapstick, very unique dialogue choices, and like a weird kind of deadpan that shouldn't work as well as it does.
Mhm.
That's of course like these are all Wes Anderson staples.
Yeah, but then you have actors that generally take much more serious roles, like shit, fuck, I forgot his name.
The
I
last
know
one,
this.
right?
No, I love this guy, the painter, an actor that we've seen in so many fucking things.
Not
Benicio del Toro.
Benicio del Toro, yeah,
Yes.
and the
Yeah.
pianist. I remember now. Adrian
Yeah,
Brody.
Benicio del Toro, Leah Seydoux, which I mean most people know her nowadays from Death Stranding, playing Fragile, and
Probably like James,
Tilda Swinton,
but
huh?
and James Bond. She's in the last two Bond movies.
Oh, cool. But then Tilda Swinton, of course, but just the way that each character is playing their role so straight, even through just moments that are legitimately funny.
Oh
And
yeah, like I think the part that I fucking lost in, I think it was the only one that really lapsed as I was in a small theater, was
uh,
just towards the end of that Benicio del Toro plot when they say like "get the door" and then the other thing happens.
yeah, it's an amazing misdirect, and it's like you said, it's like real life Looney Tunes.
Yep.
It's
And
just fantastic.
it is again like this really goes to the fact like if you like Wes Anderson movies, you'll like this. It is like fully up his brand in every frame, every device, every character, every line of dialogue. It's all pure Wes Anderson.
Yeah,
Just almost it almost kind of feels like you're like I had this series of like smaller movie ideas that I can't stretch out to be a movie, so I'm just gonna put them all in here and just like call some of my buddies and just have them do this.
the
Really kind of small bottle movie.
I think one of the things about it is that you don't see a director able to pull so many significant actors so easily for sometimes such minor roles without being a genuinely pleasant person to work with and someone who's really cultivated those relationships over the course of their career. So I really love the fact that you have all of these people who very clearly enjoy working with him and with each other. Bill Murray in particular is notoriously picky about his movies. And
like
the fact that he so consistently is willing to work with Wes Anderson is such a big deal. And you can see that come through in how they deliver on this movie.
Yeah.
They really are enjoying themselves. And this, it's not the kind of Wes Anderson movie where you're going to get something like, you're not going to get the depth of something like Steve Zissou or like Fantastic Mr. Fox
or
even Darjeeling Limited. Like there's not really many serious moments in the movie. It's very lighthearted all the way through.
Yeah. Like it's designed. Well, I mean, there was like a couple like more serious moments here and there. But
not that many. They weren't like large themes in the movie.
No, like it plays itself pretty loose and flexible with its tone. I think is probably the best way to put it.
Yeah.
It's all just about creating this kind of just funky little world, and this kind of this throwing character situations into it and just saying like, yeah, this is just what they would do in that situation. Like that's the movie. And it works. It works because everyone's fully on board with the absurdity of it.
There's a lot of fun little there's stylistic touches.
Like that car chase is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I was just delighted the whole way through. That's the thing. It's just a delightful movie.
Yeah, like it's just a really
fun time.
Majorly deep or philosophical or like you don't have a whole much to talk about. You just kind of sit there for like an hour and 45 and you walk out and like I enjoyed that. That was pleasant.
I'm glad I went to see that. Yeah.
It kind of like felt like spending a nice day in the garden,
Yeah.
That's
kind of like the whole aspect ratio thing. I really liked having it be a 3-4 movie. It just worked for it.
Oh yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I saw it a few weeks ago, so my memory might be a little shot.
In my head, part of me was like, they should just show this in the IMAX.
I'm sure that would sell all the tickets.
Clearly, Wes Anderson took inspiration from Zack Snyder's Justice League with this movie and went with Well, yeah, I mean, that's really all you could say about it.
It's cute. I enjoyed it. I'm glad we got.
It's charming. It's delightful. It's just a good time. If you're looking for a good Wes Anderson time at the movies, this delivers. It's exactly what you think it is.
Yeah, like short review. We both liked it. It's charming as fuck. So, bye.